Welcome to Create Your Own Reality, a show about hope, inspiration, and encouragement. A program that will feature guests and topics that may inspire you to think and stretch your beliefs about what is real and how you can create miracles in your life. Your hosts, Badeish Lange and Pauline Nortness.
Welcome to our program. You know, the Mayan calendar ends in December 21st, 2012. Some pessimists believe that signifies the end of the world. Others believe it just means that the Earth is going through a shift, through a change, so to speak, through a vibrational shift. As you know, Badeish Lange is generally my co-host, or usually I should say my co-host, but tonight she is my guest. Welcome, Badeish.
Thank you.
As you know, that Badeish, you are a psychic counselor,
Yes.
and medium and intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
But you've studied spiritual development for the past 27 years, have you not?
I have.
Now,
I have.
I know you are, I hate to admit it, but I think you're more sensitive than I am. And I've known you for quite a number of years. And are you feeling this shift of energy that we're now going through?
Yes, I am. I actually am putting my mind to it, my body to it, to pay attention to it, because I wanted to do this show because of what is not known by the average citizen walking down the street, and our bodies are changing electromagnetically. So what I've been noticing is that there will be times when I need a lot more sleep. There's times where I need to be alone. I need to be out in nature. There's other times where I feel so much energy that I have to write or have to be very physical. There's a lot of things that you start having a knowing about when you're going with the flow of the energy, because there is like a wave. Sometimes it dips down, you're tired, sometimes it goes way back up, and you feel that you have this energy that you could just, I don't go to sleep till 3 o'clock in the morning when I have that energy flowing.
I probably feel those shifts, but I'm not so aware of it. I might, think, well, I'm just having an off day, or my biorhythms are off or something. So, we want to help people through this change, and this show is Create Your Own Reality, so it's a positive show. So some people might think bad things are happening, but we really feel that good things, and we have control over our lives, and you have techniques that you're going to share with us that we can use to keep us on track and to keep us moving forward in a positive manner, no matter what's happening around us in this world. Right. So one thing that I'll use myself, I'm not embarrassed, I'm pretty high energy, and sometimes I have problems grounding, and grounding means you're present in your body. Isn't that correct?
You're harmoniously present and alert in your body.
Yeah. And I think you've tried to help me several times before, and I wouldn't mind going through that grounding process again. And we also have a studio audience, so I know they're here and they're getting ready to do some of the techniques that you brought along for this show.
Well, today I'm going to give you 3 different techniques, and I'm not going to be putting you into a meditation. What I'm going to do is give you the simple outlines, and later, if you want more of the meditations, literally you can contact me and I'll email you an outline for these meditations. But the first thing I want to share with you is about a measuring stick. They use it in hypnosis as something that you visualize, and you put it over to the right, and it's from 1 to 36. And it has a little cursor that measures energy. Anything that is above 17 or 18 is going to be considered a lot of life force energy. So the measuring stick is to represent vital life force, active. Okay? So keep that in mind. So everybody right now at home and here in the audience, visualize, imagine a measuring stick, 1 to 36, and you're going to see where the energy is for you right now. The life force, right now.
Now we do have an audience, and you'll be seeing them momentarily, and
Yes.
they're following Badeish's directions, and these are pretty much in your head, so they're not going to be doing a lot of exciting things right now, maybe closing their eyes and just preparing.
It's easy to use the measuring stick when you are totally relaxed and you are receptive to visualizing it. And a child, if you gave this to a child, the child would be able to move the cursor automatically. It moves naturally. You're not really moving it, spirit is. letting you know what is the degrees of life force that you're operating at. So right now I want you to visualize your measuring stick, close your eyes, and watch the cursor move to a degree that's measuring the studio tonight.
While they're doing that, are you doing this yourself?
Well, yes, I can do this with hands down, of course. This is something that I don't close my eyes. It's something that's available to me.
Ah, you're lucky.
Yeah. Now the other, I'll ask you about this in a little while. I want you now to clear your mind and think about using this is a grounding technique, which is basically visualizing like a pipe line in your body that is about 3 inches in diameter from the top of your head all the way to your tailbone. Once you have that in your mind's eye, I want you to extend this pipeline about 8 inches above your head at 8 inches below your feet. Now you can give a command for all the discordant energies, anxiety, stress, frustration, anything that is throwing you out of what I would call clarity and harmonious feelings. And you can send these discordant energies down into the earth. You can use your measuring stick to see how high the frequency is that's operating on your body. And I can tell you that the electromagnetic fields can be felt on your body when the measuring stick is measuring over 20. You will have a physical reaction to this type of meditation and this type of visualization. Now I would like for you to come back, clear your mind. That's as simple as that is. It's just to put the pipeline in, expand it, send it down into the earth. If you want to put the top of the pipeline higher into the ethers, that's always wonderful too. Now this next one is something that was given to me by Spirit, so you can't find it in a book. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible, but trust me when I tell you that it is absolutely magical. I want you to imagine having 4 8-inch etheric needles. They're blue, they're 8 inches long, and you have 4 of them. And when you look at your bare feet, okay, I'll kick my shoe off to demonstrate, you're going to put the first needle into the first joint on the little toe. With your mind and imaging this, you're putting a needle that is 8 inches long. It is vibrating, and it is programmed with life force, and you put this needle into the first joint of the little toe. Then you move over and put the next needle into the first joint on your big toe, and these will slip through into another dimension. You can, in your mind's eye, see that you have like a laser needle coming out of your foot, and imagine it going into the earth on one foot. Then you would put the remaining 2 needles in the other foot. Okay? Now, what is interesting about this is that when you get up from a position, maybe you were sitting when you did this, and you walk, these needles exist in another dimension, but you can see them. They're consistent, and they're going to send a pulse. They're going to send a pulse down into the earth, all the way to the earth's core. You don't have to visualize them. They just know what they're supposed to do. What they're doing is they're affecting the electromagnetic energy underneath you, and they are balancing. The treat of this is they balance you. They bring you into an electromagnetic harmony within yourself. You can feel this. And when you walk around and you're sending those 4 needles into the earth, just taking a walk and knowing that it's moving into the earth,